Hello everyone, my name is Yara and today I'll be talking about the drum filtration. So a little bit about the drum filtration and how does it work. So they're basically drum filters, they're cylinder filters that fit into a large assembly as you can see in the picture. They're typically used to separate solids from liquids so that the solids can be disposed of. As you can see in the picture, here are the solids being disposed of. Now I'm going to go more in depth about the techniques, the parts that are in the machine, and I kind of chose this picture so that it could be more clear for you to see the inside of the machine. So the drum filters are divided into several sections, including the pickup area, which is right here, the drain area, the cleaning area, and the drying area. And the cake removal zone is basically compartments of revolving drum become submerged, and the valve places it under the vacuum with the result of a thin cake concentrate. It's usually typically between half to three-fourth inches thick. That's kind of the maximum that it could hold. Then it collects onto the cloth covering it. So in between these valves right here, there's like a cloth that would usually collect all of the solids and the fine particles to be exact. So that's usually where it would hold into, and it usually never goes over three-fourth inch, but in rare cases it would, depending on how big the drum filters are. A little more about it. The agitators is used to collect the fine particles. As I was mentioning, it's usually there to collect the fine particles. Is right down there, and it's also used to avoid from any particles settling to the bottom, because if it settles into the bottom, the machine is not going to be working as efficiently. The submerged of the drum are pulled out of the water by a vacuum as the drum rotates. The drum rotates at a certain speed to produce the cake desired thickness. A receiver performs the filtering. The drums enter the water wash area after leaving the drainage zone. So first it goes through the drainage zone, then it goes through the water wash, and then the cleaning is then performed with sprays, and a current of air dries the cake partially. It reaches the drying zone. Okay, so where is it used? It is typically used for wastewater management with rotary assembly. The drum filter is used in many fields, such as water waste treatment, chemical manufacturing, cosmetics, mineral mining and refining, and food processing. So it's used in a huge variety of stuff. Now, the capacity of the drum filtration usually fluctuates between 200 at least to 2,000 pounds maximum. As I said, it depends on how big the machine is. So, depending on it, that's how much weight it would carry, but it takes a good amount of weight at one point as it's working. It could take from 200 to 2,000. Some of the advantages and disadvantages of the drum filtration. So the advantages, the continuous operation results in a very low operating labor cost. It really doesn't need anyone to be kind of working on the machine. It's kind of like a self working machine. It doesn't require anyone to really do much to it. Um, it's a clean operation. It's effective washing and dewatering. It does not require skills, as I said. Some of the disadvantages could be limitations imposed by the vapor pressure of the hot liquids. So that tends to happen if the liquid is way too hot. It would kind of cause vapor pressure, and that would kind of be a little hard for the machine to collect the fine particles or to accumulate the solids. It is also incapable of handling products that form explosive or inflammable gases under the vacuum. And also, it consumes a large amount of energy per unit of slurry dewatered in most applications. And obviously, the vacuum is pretty loud, just like the vacuum you use at home. So it's kind of similar to that, but obviously, it's like 10 times louder. And those are my references, and thank you for listening.